Well, I don't really feel like swimming all the way back over there. Look at all these fish. Let's see where we end up, I guess. Where am I? Yes, okay. I need a small boat with maybe a mag all and a crane or something on it. When I was editing last episode, I had a look, or I was looking at the way the boat flipped. It didn't seem like it was a tsunami, and if anything, it was probably the net was caught in the ground or something. I will remove the mast, because it might have been something to do with the mast. Kind of unlikely. Yeah, not so sure about that, but basically I need winch up, winch down, and that, whatever that is. I'm going to chuck a handle in between here. I might need to coerce it into the right place. That'll go to there, and I don't need the connected signal. That goes to that. Make sure to connect it. That should be all I've got to do for this. I deleted a bunch of sensors. I wonder, everything should still be hooked up. Okay, so now I've got no money. It's all in boats. Oh, it's going to be slow as. Maybe that's okay. Everything seems to work though. Okay, so the plan is I'm going to try and reverse up and get that winch and the mag all maybe on the mast. Oh, why does my reverse not turn? Oh, what? Maybe it was my fins that rolled me. I'm gonna poke this out, winch down a whole bunch, and turn the mag all on. And I guess I'll just wait till it goes down a bit, because I'm gonna have to grab it and swim over to the mast. Oh, I better not let it touch the ground, actually. Will I drown? Will I drown? Okay, I might drown. So yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to go. I just need it to rotate a bit, you know? I'm either going to have two flipped up boats or two upside down boats. Come on, man. Come on. No, what is this? It's something to do with the weight distribution, right? Because the hoppers are in the back here. Most of the weight is above the deck, or actually above this white line, I guess. So what do I do? Because realistically I need to modify my original boat anyway, so that there's more weight in the bottom.
The next day,
some stuff happened since I rolled the boat. I tried to recover the boat, and I got incredibly frustrated. I replaced the fin, because I thought that the fins were causing it to get stuck in the wind and face a specific direction. I still kind of think they were, but I replaced that and it didn't look nice. And then when I went back out, it didn't seem like it actually did anything, and I want the fin back. Some other changes I made, I've stretched the net out so it's the whole size of the build zone, which results in a very wide net. A net that's actually wider than the boat really can handle. I've moved the hatch up to the front, and I've built this little kind of pathway. There's a bed in the back and a door into the engine room. The fuel tanks have been moved to the very rear, and the ventilation pipe has been put up at the back. I've got two sliding hatches on each side. I have one rope in each of those, and then two empty slots. So if I want to put cables from the net or cables from other nets into there, that's where they will go. I've installed lights. So I've got navigation lights on the top, and I've got deck lights in 4 positions around the deck. I caught some fish and I sold some fish, and there was a lot of problems with the way that the money was being calculated. For instance, I don't have enough diesel right now. Before I get too far away, there was a problem with my engine. So if I give it no throttle, I'm stalling. Why am I stalling? Nothing's changed. I'm running more generators on a higher gear ratio, which actually might be what's changed. As long as it can idle, I'm fine. That seems like it's idling. If it's over 2, then I would say it's idling. The problem that I was having with the other boat, the one that's stuck or upside down, is that the net got stuck in the ground. I'm mostly sure of that now. So, what's this? 50% throttle just to get going. Need to push that away, net out, expand the net. You can see here the piece of the net's gone way under the ground. I think that's just what's happened. It's just clipped under the ground and dragged everything under. So this net's really good because it's extremely wide. When you get into the deeper water, or I think if I could make these winches longer, then it would probably flatten out even more and get taller as well. So right now, with my $3,000, I need to zoom around here and catch a whole bunch of fish. I'll just do that for a while. There's something incredibly janky about these nets. I'm being pulled. The net is not in anything. We're in deep water, so it's not touching the ground. But it's tipping my boat over. It's all twisted upside down. I think running the net directly off your boat is actually bad, because it gets all twisted like this and has no way to untwist itself. I think what you really want is, I think it's called an otter board, and the otter board is connected to the net, and then the otter board is just connected to your boat. I think that would stabilize the net a lot more. Also, there seems to be a lot of drag coming off the net, and my engine RPS is super low. So the net's, small and not in the water anymore. No, my engine's still poo. I'm just not good at engines. No, what is this? What is going on? I added a keel to this boat. So I've just got this big weight block, a thing of barrels that's unpainted because I've done a bad job. But there are barrels all the way through. So whenever it was doing this before, now it's trying to forcibly roll itself back upright. I don't think it can self-right itself, but it can definitely save itself. So somewhere around here, it looks like my net has gone into the ground. And maybe some combination of the net and the ground and the wind. It's trying to flip me over. So I'm just retracting the net right now. Just to see if that's what's going to flip me over. It's interesting, the placement of the fish, with 2 big ones right at the very top. And then sort of the same type of fish down the sides. So now my net is just under the ground. These are my navigation lights, which I haven't showed because I've rage quit this game so many times now. What I've done is I've got HSV lights on the sides for my green and red, and then I've used a spotlight for the center middle light. I really didn't like the mast. I wanted to elevate this middle light a little bit, so I've used some XML pipes to lift it up a little bit, and I think that's the right kind of shape. Without making it real weird and really tall, I think it looks quite nice. I'm just over here inspecting the back of the lighthouse. Doesn't look like there's a crate. I was really hoping there would be. I've got 400 litres of diesel, so now might be a good time to circle back to North Harbour. My net is somewhat underground, which is not good. We're going over. Oh, we were actually fully going over. So I've gone from quite happy to build a little fishing boat into very frustrated, into extremely angry, into I just don't care anymore. I just don't care anymore.